How's it going, guys? It's your boy Salty Uchiha. I'm here with red-haired Kaneki. Senju is out in the Forbidden Forest, 2/3 of the Golden Triangle, anime late night podcast, yeah. And we're here for another topic video, and we're gonna basically talk about Dragon Ball Super episode 100 and how, basically how Super Saiyan God Blue was tanked or buried, whatever term you want to use. Okay, so my initial feeling is like this. I get that it's obvious that they're trying to make Legendary, they're trying to bring Legendary up to a more viable situation. I get it. I understand it. And Kale was obviously on a rampage. Now, I understand that some people are going to be like, oh, well, isn't it possible that Goku was holding back? Kaneki here himself said during our review that he didn't look hurt, and when he's ready to engage with Jiren, so he must have not been hurt that bad. At the same time, why would Goku purposely take all that abuse? Unnecessarily. Like, it just seems kind of silly. So with that being said, I feel like, so like I said, it's very possible he was going to conserve energy, but why take the unnecessary beating? And yet again, like, Blue got buried. Yeah, right here. Blue got buried, and Blue got buried. What was the point? Like, it's obvious that Legendary is obviously a very amazing form. So why did we feel the need to have to bury it or to tank it? It just, what does that prove exactly? Now, I look at it from the aspect that maybe they're starting to make, maybe they did it to push forward the next, transformation. And I get it. But at the same time, you know what I mean? Like, that's going to be the next step for Universe 7's or for Universe 6's Saiyans. So why would you bury it, right here at face level? So yeah. So why would you feel that'd be necessary? Another thing is, and this is kind of crucial, depending on how you look at it, is burying Super Saiyan Blue kind of falls into the situation with Caulifla and her huge jump in power. You know what I mean? Like, going from 1 to 2 in the span of an episode almost, and then going into potentially wanting to go into Blue. Then we scale that back to her being, level 3 Super Saiyan and over the span of the tournament. That's a bit much at this late. That seems like a bit much, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it seems like excessive. As for Kale, sorry if I'm feeling like I'm rambling on here. This is all off the cuff. As it pertains to Kale, she needs to have a base form. I don't think we should have Legendary Super Saiyan be her base form. It's almost, you're gonna burn the character out like that. We need to give her a base. You give her a base, it gives her a platform to build off. Once she has a platform to build off, then it gives her a better opportunity to learn how to use the form and become stronger. You know what I mean? Like, the debate on whether she's stronger than Broly right now, I don't really have too much to say on that, to be honest with you, because I'm not really sure. But she certainly has the potential of being stronger than Broly if given a base Super Saiyan form and let her build off that. Another thing, and I think this is kind of important as you see this topic expanding, is Caulifla is not going to be the proper person. I don't think she's suitable to train Kale on how to become Super Saiyan or how to control her powers. I think she needs somebody honestly, I think she needs like a Vegeta to do it. Like, I think honestly having Vegeta, if you have Vegeta and Kaba actually train Kale, I think she would be godlike in the span of like an arc or two. I think she'd be ridiculously strong. And with the theory going around that Vegeta might actually be training Gohan in a future arc, it would just make sense if they can make that happen. But like I said, that's all runoff. I apologize. Going back to the initial point of all this, I don't see any real benefit of basically burying Super Saiyan God Blue, unless this is supposed to lead to the next form. But at the same time, it has to be something that Goku and Vegeta both have to obtain. You can't just bury it for Goku and then Vegeta's still stuck with it. Unless they're plan on introducing levels to Super Saiyan God Blue. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if they start to make stages for it, just like with regular Super Saiyan, then maybe it'll work. What are your thoughts on anything that I've just said over the past 5 minutes? A lot of rambling.
I do agree with you that she does need a base form, but before she can even attain that base form, it's kind of counterproductive. But I think before she can actually attain that base form, she needs to be able to control the legendary Super Saiyan form first. Because right now, when she's transforming, it automatically goes into that, and that's gonna be a problem, like you say. So I think before that, she needs to learn how to like maintain her emotion during that form to be able to get Super Saiyan or a big Super Saiyan form.
Okay.
Because right now it's a struggle for her, apparently.
Oh, it's rather extensive, especially if you're using Kale, especially if Kale is using Caulifla as her emotional trigger, which is already, it's starting to get petty in a lot of ways, to be honest with you.
Yeah, because she can't transform on her own.
No, she can't.
Needs some kind of trigger.
Well, the thing is, I don't even think, if she could just focus, if she was able to focus, instead of focusing her anger out at somebody else, at Kaba, at Goku, if she could focus it inward, you know what I mean? Then it would be, I think that would help at least lay down the foundation for Super Saiyan and then Legendary. And to be honest with you, now I understand what you're saying. She needs to learn how to use Legendary first. And I wouldn't say it's actually counterintuitive, because then she'd be able to choose. You know what I mean? She could work her way through the forms. It's just, you kind of have to, I think, she doesn't, it looks like I wouldn't say she's completely inept at fighting. It looks like she has at least some training, maybe, but it's obviously not enough. Like, it's very obvious that, first off, you need to separate Caulifla and Kale, and you need to put Caulifla with someone who has the patience to show her the basics and build her from there. And I honestly feel like Vegeta would be a good teacher, because he's a better father. Better than Piccolo, I'm not sure, but he's certainly better than Goku. And two, if you have Kaba there, someone who's already been an emotional trigger for her at one time, it would help foster, I think, a better relationship, to be honest with you. Because it seems like she has nobody but Caulifla. I'm talking about Kale. So she needs to understand that she's not completely alone, and you don't have to use this chick as your crutch. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, that's one of the things that set her off in the last episode, or episode 100, is she tried to be helpful. She threw her energy spear out, and Goku was like, the kitty area is over there. Can you leave us alone for a little bit?
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to your sister for a while.
Yeah, exactly. So,
oh wait.
Wow, yeah, it's right here. So you could look at it like that, and I think that's how it should be approached. But that's neither here or there.
I mean, like I say, like right now, her legendary form is taking a toll on her, because it's constantly draining her of her like energy and stamina, so she can't continue it.
I don't actually think that's, but actually I don't think that's what the problem is with the form, to be honest with you. Like, I feel like the same way with Broly in a lot of ways, that the stamina isn't the problem. It is very much the lack of control, and I think that comes from a more emotional aspect than anything else.
I mean that because, like, if I remember correct, I don't remember exactly, but I feel like I see, like, while she's in her Super Saiyan legendary form, I forgot who mentioned it, but like they say she's constantly burning her energy, and I don't remember if that was like steam or not.
Yeah, there was steam coming off her, like from her initial transformation. Yeah, I agree. But it's obvious that it's not killing her stamina. It's just, I think she has so much power bottled up that when we saw her, oh my god, I gotta remember this is the Clean channel. When she let all that stuff go, she expelled it because it was literally going to start to overflow, and it could probably affect her negatively. A lot like what we saw with Broly at first, and then as he became more and more of a savage, he was able to kind of put it all together. But even Broly had a base form Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
It was blue hair? No, it wasn't really with blue hair. It was before crap got crazy in that his the headband. Anyway, that's how I feel about that. Is there anything else that you want to comment on? Like I said, I covered Super Saiyan Blue getting buried. Do you have anything really you want to say about that, or is it just part of it?
Oh yeah. You think Vegeta would probably be the best person to train for that? I agree to some extent, but I also see if they are gonna have another arc after this, which to be honest, I really don't want to.
Really?
To be honest.
Really? Interesting. Okay.
I feel like this should be the last arc. But if there is another arc and they are gonna have people training for whatever reason, I see more maybe Gohan will probably help her train to maintain her to help her attain a base form. Because I mean, if you think about it, like I feel like Gohan's more well versed in it, even though he's been out practice for a long time. He'll be the perfect person to help her jump back into it because he also have just got back into training as well. So I feel like he have more of a I guess they have more experience on how like maybe one can like one can be more understand like the aspect of the Super Saiyan more than Vegeta, who I guess like it's kind of like a second nature to him at this point, since he gone in and out so much.
Okay, so
maybe it's like harder for him to explain to beginner like.
No, okay, so you're saying that it'd be okay. So you're saying by having Gohan do it, it'd be easier to have somebody who could ease her in, who's just kind of himself getting eased into it.
Yeah.
Okay, I actually agree with that to an extent. That makes sense.
Maybe give her some that green slug.
Wow. Calm that down, sir.
I'm in Piccolo.
How do you? Wow, he'd make a good trainer too. How do you feel about Super Saiyan Blue getting buried though?
Like I said before, like I feel like Goku was still holding back. Maybe he was just testing out the water, on the legendary form.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Anything else, my dude?
I think that's it.
All right, guys. So, yet another topic video. Hope you guys enjoy them. We're gonna try to have a little bit more of these on the channel, as well as reviews and whatnot. As Black Clover, at least the review should be out today or tomorrow. Hopefully today. Yeah. So look forward to that. Because we got to get back. Got to take the throne back.
How you think Broly feel if he see Kale in legendary form?
I don't know. That depends. That's if Goku's not around. I don't know. That's
right now. Goku's pissing off both of them.
Yeah, quite literally. Well, the thing is, I don't want to make it too long, but the aura that she gives off before she goes into legendary, compared to Broly's, obviously it's completely different. But at the same time, it makes me think that. It really, really makes me think that she's definitely going to... She has the potential to be more powerful than Broly in the long run.
I think Broly never get as much development as he should have.
Yeah, but sadly... I don't know, the debate... there's still the debate going on whether he's canon, whether he's not canon. I feel like legendary Super Saiyan's canon. I feel like Broly isn't. And that's... Because, to be honest with you, episode 100 was the time to do it. But they didn't go that route, and it is what it is. Alright guys, so like I said, that's pretty much the end of the video. There is another topic video. It won't be going on today. We'll probably try to do it Wednesday. We're going to talk about the voice actress for Dragon Ball Super, saying that she wouldn't mind having 600 more episodes, bringing us up to the complete seven Dragon Ball, 700 episodes. That's a lot. I don't even think I want that long.
Why not? Why not 170? I'll give it that much.
We're getting into One Piece territory with that. But we'll talk about that at a later time. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Holla at y'all later.